Okay, Lab00, hello robot, objective, classes, objects, and sending robot commands, program structure, background. So I want you to kind of pay attention to this information. Okay? In reality, a lot of you would do this. Okay, because you kind of sort of did programming before. If you already have some sort of experience with programming, you might just do this. Okay, copy this and then lab00 pi. So create new Python document, paste it, and run it. Okay, I have to save it as lab00, save. Oh, yep, I'm done. Okay, so a lot of you guys might just do this and move on, but I really want you to pay attention to this information, or it's kind of important for you to kind of check. Okay, so line 1 and 2. Okay, this line states programmer's name and date, beginning with number sign. The numbers starts a comment line which is not executed. So this one is kind of for your computer program or programming or coding. Okay, this will be understood, okay, as command lines for by your computer. So they will try to understand, oh, this is command, I have to do something. But this, whenever you have this number sign, okay, Python like IDE, integrated development environment, understand as, oh, this line, whatever comes after this number sign, is comment. So I don't have to process this one. This comment exists for programmer, him or herself, or the people like who will read or who will look at this program. Okay, so this is comment line. And then line number 4. This line from PyCarol import SQL makes available certain classes. So this one basically means, okay, sometimes we are using classes or some sort of command outside of this program. So this one means like PyCarol will be imported and use it. Okay? So here, one thing you can understand is IDE. Let's look at this particular JGrasp. There's rules for everything. So this one, this kind of orangish color is comment. Okay, this from import. This color is basically the word or command reserved by this programming language. Okay, this white color, that means you can basically use it for this is like something you can use as arbitrarily. And then this one would be as what is that? This one, like first, would be the reserved for variables, okay, or some sort of like information that will be used inside of this particular thing. But anyways, try to get to know that. And one thing I can tell you is, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put number sign here. Okay, so now as you can see, this whatever comes after this number sign now turn into this different color, orangish color, and then meaning now this one is understood as a comment line. So this line will not be executed. So now I'm going to run it and see what's going to happen. So here, now line 6 in module, like WLD equal word first, name error, name word is not defined. Meaning, okay, so this one is basically error. right? So we can basically understand, okay, the function of this line. Okay? So by using this or by importing this PyCarol, this PyCarol module or PyCarol classes or whatever have this word and all these things are defined. Okay, so without this, without this IDE or this computer doesn't understand what this is. Okay? We're going to talk about this later, but again, this is kind of one thing you can do to guess what line does. Okay, one thing like you can actually kind of like comment this out and see what it does or what it doesn't do. Okay, all right. And then line number 6, the statements execute in order. This statement creates a word object using the first map and name that object as WLD. So here, okay, we know that in words view, they probably have like first map. So this is first map. Okay. So one thing you can play with, okay, you can actually change this one to something else. Okay. Hill number 1. Okay. And I'll run it. So now it gives me an error, but okay, as you can see, you actually saw it will display different map, right? But the way how it was written, you'll get an error because you're using different map. But anyways, so this is like what it does, what this line does. Okay, you can easily understand this as we are picking this words map, okay, and then for our robot, okay, and Corel robot wild, WLD, this one. The next statement creates robot object in the word and name that object as Corel. Okay, so this, well, actually, yeah, Corel robot. Okay, so we're going to use robot. Okay, and here next the code sends a message to Corel telling it to move. Okay, every robot object known how to move because every robot object was created using the robot class as a template or blueprint. Okay, so this one you can understand that. And while.main loop is a mystery command. Okay, this one uh, that tells the WLD object to keep the graphics window open on the screen until you press the red X. Okay, don't worry about how it actually works. Yes, I mean, you don't have to really understand what it is, but basically what it means, I'm guessing this whole thing kind of like a splash it whenever this one move, because this is one way to use graphics in computer programming. So whenever this one is here, okay, it actually kind of like the splashes the screen to display this particular robot at certain point. But this one basically seems like the map doesn't move, but I'm assuming that it will be drawn over and over and over again, basically. All right, and red X is right over here. So now, I mean, we save it and then we're done. Okay? And second part, okay, a robot object default initial edit attributes are to start at 1, 1, facing east with 0 beeper. If you don't want the default setting, you may specify the x coordinate, y coordinate, direction, and number of beepers. These values are called arguments. In Python, argument list live arguments live inside parentheses. Okay. So here, one thing you can do, okay, what attributes about herself does Ophelia know? Okay, robot WLD. So this is a default attribute. Horatio is, so this robot will be put into Word. This is X, Y coordinate, and then south direction. And then this one is number of beepers, 37. So one thing we can try is we can actually change this one, this robot wild, and 5, 4, south, 37. Did I do it right? Like 5, 4, south, 37. Okay. And then now Carol. Carol carries these more attributes. So let's do this. So here I got an error, but you kind of saw that the 5, 4 here. So whenever I put this one, it appears, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, right over here. That was a starting point. And what do most robots know how to do? Uh, this one again, like it will get this argument. Okay, this argument will be carried inside of robot method. Okay, or robot method, and inside of the robot method, okay, instead of, so if there's, again, like this is kind of rule, if it only pass this WLD, it automatically, the computer understands this automatically as default values like 1 1. But if you specify this argument, okay, it will pass this argument in this robot method. And okay, robot, we're going to use this word map, and then we will put, instead of 1 1, because now we have this argument, we'll put our robot x5 and y4 into the south direction with the 37 beepers. Write the commands to create robot named Pete starting 4-3 facing west with 50 beepers in the home word. So here, okay, this word, okay, we want to use home, okay, and then name will be Pete. Okay, Pete 4-3 50 and west. Okay, 4-3 west 50. So here for now, okay, I'm going to actually cut this, and then inside of Word, okay, so actually we don't have a map called home. Okay, so we cannot really do this, but maybe for now I'll put like arena. Okay, arena, and check it. Okay, so this is what it is. Okay, so now one thing I realized, so I'm going to actually keep the wild dot main loop so that it will be continuously display this map. Okay, so run, and this is what you will have. Okay, so this is arena map, and then 1 2 3 4 4 3, and then facing west. Okay, and number of beepers is kind of hard to check though, but here robot 1 at 4-3 facing west carrying 50 beepers. So it does say it carries 50 beepers. Okay. And then write the command to have Lisa move 1 block, put down a beeper, then move another block, since there are no argument in the call to word, the default word will be used. Okay. So here, okay, I'm going to start with this one. Okay. Oops. I'm going to. Oh, I cannot copy. Or okay. So uh, so I'm going to do no word. Okay, word. Okay, default word and Lisa robot wild 7. Okay, so here I think sometimes so this semicolon in program language, semicolon indicates end of line. Okay, so but Python you can omit that. Okay. Anyways, we want to move one block, put down a beeper, and then move another block. Okay, so here, okay, we are going to use move, put beeper, and move. So curl, we're now using Lisa. So Lisa dot move, okay, and Lisa dot put beeper, and Lisa dot move. Okay, so here, okay, Lisa move one block, put down beeper, and move another block. Okay, so now I'm going to build run. So from here, it moved one block and put down a buffer and moved one more block. That's what it is. Write the code to make Martha move forward 5 blocks and hand off her buffer to George. Have George move forward 2 blocks and put the beeper down. So this one, okay, is interesting. Okay, so word, so we're going to use MB word, okay, MOUNT mount Vernon. Do we have Mount Vernon? Mount. We do not have Mount Vernon actually. So here, I mean, now you have to do this, but when you write it, but I'm going to actually do this. I'll just use regular the default map, okay, and then I have Martha robot MB 1 north 1 north 1, and I have George robot 1 6 east 0. And then what we're going to do is Martha move forward 5 blocks. So we want to do Martha move, okay, 1 2 3 4 5, and hands off her buffer to George. Now I'm going to do Martha, okay, put beeper, okay, oops, and then George. I think they use pick. Okay, put and pick. So I'm going to use pick. Oops. Pick beeper. Okay. And have George move forward 2 blocks and put beeper down. So now I'm going to do George move, and George put beeper. And then we have to keep, instead of now like WLD, we are using MB. So we have to use MV. Okay. Now I'm going to build it and run. So this is what happens. Like, let me do this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So this is what happens. All right. That was Lab 00.